Stein-Torres, and welcome back everyone to our Disney Plus live reaction of the Ghost and Molly McGee, titled
Aqua Teen Hunger Ghost.
Say, Doug, will you go to the prom with me?
I guess.
You took way too long to answer that. Never mind, I changed my mind. Yes, as you can't tell, I already saw a bit of a spoiler for today's episode regarding a dance, and the episode's called
I Wanna Dance with Some-Ollie and Davenport on Demand.
Yes, once again, we continue with Molly's fruitless pursuit of the neighbor boy Ollie, who, to her, is absolutely perfect because she's basically a guy version of herself. Problem is, he hates ghosts with a passion. So we're going to see how she tries once again to navigate around that. And I guess we're also going to have an Andrea-focused episode as well, which is fine. I mean, she's kind of their friend now. She's not as much of a bitch as before, so this might be a good thing. We'll see. So with that said, let's get started and see what happens when we suit up and go to the dance and play. The Brigton Bop.
This year's Brighton Bop is gonna be.
I got you. Part of my job as your dance coach here is to circumvent ladder-based mishaps.
Totally.
Of course, he was there to catch her as she fell.
Hey, Molly, will you hurry up? It reeks like old bologna in here.
So,
Ew.
what's next?
What about the cheese? Check. Finger sandwiches cut into perfect isosceles triangles? Check. Think we covered
Well, now it's no longer properly symmetrical.
I can help with that. Because I won a contest to have Atomic Pink perform in the dance. What are the odds? Well, pretty good it turns out because I flooded the website with bots.
Nah, of course he did.
Cheating later, but I do love a completed checklist. Woohoo!
There's one more thing. We need dates.
Dates? We already have a date.
Dates is in the fruit, or dates is in another person?
Dates, as in the sweet dark red
Yep.
fruit containing a hard stone native to Western Asia, North Africa.
I just thought we could go together. Carpool. For the environment.
Probably have to go for Ghost Hunter.
Or carpool for the environment.
Yeah,
Smooth.
go home. You want me to scare him? I'm gonna scare him.
No one likes a gas guzzler. Let's do it. Do I wear this purple dress that makes me feel like a butterfly emerging from a cocoon, or this stylish jumpsuit that just happens to match Ollie's eyes? Not that I'm picking it for that reason.
Dude, purple. Always go with purple.
Ooh, need your opinion.
If you haven't noticed, I've been ignoring you. The world is filled with awkward, swoopy-haired heartthrobs you could like. How about Jeremy?
Jeremy spits when he talks and laughs like a seal.
Oh, he's perfect.
Look,
Yeah.
I am getting through to Ollie Scratch. He didn't even mention ghosts once while we were setting up.
We're here with an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at my sister's latest invention, the spectral snare.
Guaranteed to stop ghosts in their tracks. For the purposes of this test, we'll be using pudding-filled balloons instead of real ghosts.
So it's basically a ghost trap machine.
Balloons were a bad choice. Banana pudding was a good choice.
Why is there banana pudding?
Ah, look at his face. Still, date with a ghost hunter is a bad idea.
It's not like he's bringing me flowers.
I picked these sustainable local wildflowers for you.
Still not a
Of
date.
course he did.
So you hold flowers here for you.
Why is Scratch going with them? Isn't that going to increase the chances that they'll detect him?
Welcome, Darryl McGee, totally legitimate winner of your contest. Hey, please don't hesitate to ask. Well, we ran out of yuja-cha. It's a special citrus tea for our throats, but you probably don't have a Korean grocery around here. Oh, I can get anything.
How many phones does he have?
Well, should we do what we came here to do, which is work, and definitely not partake in all of the romantic cliches of a middle school dance?
Yeah, wouldn't want that.
Hard ass, motherfucker.
Not the bees, not the ghost bees!
Turn up the music. I know this song.
How's that yuja-cha? Can't believe you found it. I'm a man of many connections.
He sure is.
Want before your next set? Do you have a suitable hookup? Oh, do I? Do I?
Good question.
That's the one thing he can't get.
But the dance is going well. OMG, and so cute. You two need a couple in you. Molly plus Ollie equals Molly. That's just
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Molly Oop.
We are not a couple.
Didn't know anyone thought of us like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And so fucking obvious.
Get back to business, right?
I thought I heard someone crying uncontrollably.
What the?
What happened to your eyebrows?
Not now, Mom. Unless you know where I can get an ice sculpture in the shape of a child's first laugh.
What the fuck?
So
Wow, they were very demanding.
It's time to crown our lemming royalty. And the nominees are... Oh, you did it any longer. It's Molly McGee and Ollie Chen. Molly!
Of course it is.
Leslie, one genuine Brazilian three-toed sloth. Enjoy.
Why do you need that?
I'm on it.
Can you believe Molly and Ollie?
I know. They are so cute together. It's YA novel practice.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Ollie, I gotta go. Powder my nose. That's the thing people still do.
Nah.
What's your problem, Scratch?
Ollie hunts ghosts.
Oh my corn, you are being so ridiculous.
Is he
I
though?
have a teensy weensy little crush on him, but that doesn't mean.
Oh, and she finally is me. Molly, it's very simple. You can either have a ghost as a best friend or a ghost hunter as a boyfriend.
Maybe this is about you, because when you're unhappy, you want everyone else to be unhappy too.
She's not wrong.
W, wow. I know it was just your tween hormones talking,
Ew.
but I think an apology.
Don't say that.
I'll wait. Well, I will be at home watching my third favorite movie of all time, Country Pumpkin 2: The Pumpkin. You're ready to admit you were wrong.
You mean you're not gonna watch Assisted Living Dracula? Like, yes, that's his first favorite.
Yeah.
We want to dedicate
Oh.
our last song of the night to the best assistant we ever had, Darryl MacBerrie. So come on up here, Darryl. And as is Brighton tradition, this dance is for our
He got his eyebrows back.
Molly!
He called in a favor.
Shall we dance, Lord Fleming?
Of course, Lady Lucky. Get up.
Does this mean they're both gonna jump off a cliff now?
She is way too invested in us.
Yeah.
I know we said this wasn't a date, but if you wanted it to be, I wouldn't mind.
Really? I'd like that.
Like, this would be sweet in a weird way.
A special moment. I'll always remember. Beeping? Do you hear beeping?
Oops. Just the remote for June's new spectral snares. I placed them all over the school.
Oh boy.
Ruin our evening. That's an official Ollie note.
Ugh.
Oh, did it get hot in here? I forgot my, gotta go. If you can hear me, say something.
Okay, over here. I'm stuck.
Ah, shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know I can be grumpy and difficult, but I really do want you to be happy, Mom.
I don't care about something.
Mm.
Ghost?
Ollie and I are finished. Hey,
That's
where's
unfortunate.
Molly?
She's, walking home. With a friend.
Is there something you want to talk about?
No, Mom. Everything's fine.
So he's keeping her secret? It's like kudos on not telling his family right away, but I don't know. I don't like this.
Enjoy your belly rub, Mr. Teddington. Every tickle was supposed to donate a tickle to a real kitten in need, but
Blech.
he's doing that. Can't figure out how to fix all those stupid bumps. Bugs?
There isn't another turnip weevil infestation in the school, is there?
Oh,
I
ew.
meant something's broken in my project for coding club.
I've never coded before, but I think I see how it works. What if you tried this?
You fixed this! Andrea, you're a natural! You should join coding club. Then you'll be
I
driving
didn't think there was a club for coding.
Great.
I mean, coding's kind of part of the curriculum of most schools now.
I know it's part of the school curriculum, hence why I question why is there a club for it.
Some-Ollie McGee, who inspired me to start coding.
Oh, it was nothing.
Davenport's on demand. Bring our store right to your doorstep. You just search for the item you want from our comprehensive Davenport's catalog and click instant order. Then a friendly Davin dropper will deliver your purchase.
Ah.
So, Amazon?
Have a Davenport day.
Hashtag entrepreneur.
Could we try it out?
We do need some cleaning supplies. Why not? Alright.
This is gonna get horribly abused, isn't it?
Our delivery fees. Only things we actually
I need pencils for class.
I could use 20 pounds of fireworks. Also for class.
Balls to that order.
Okay, we're doing just essentials, right? So take a box of Japanese face masks, one of them long pillows made for cuddling, and one...
Body pillows?
Come on. 2 foot warmers.
We don't have feet.
Down. Just already click it in.
No. Well, here goes nothing. Wow. Instant was not an oversell.
Have a Davenport stay.
That was convenient.
No more worrying about parking, and think of how much time we'll save.
And time is money, which means we're gonna have more money to spend. You know what? Everybody's getting a cuddle pillow.
So basically it's a cross between Amazon Prime and like Uber Eats. It's like we're back in quarantine. Did they just blow up their car?
I feel like Katy Perry's gonna sue.
Old grapes. Oh, so raisins. Or prunes. How much money are you spending in delivery fees?
1 month with this app, and I couldn't imagine what my afterlife would be without it.
You want that business?
Yup. That's what happens.
Products. Used to love them. Now they buy everything from that danged app.
What kind of monster would do that without considering the repercussions?
That one delivery from Molly McGee.
Eh.
Davenport's day.
That's not mine.
What the what?
Yep.
Can you make wax and wings? Where will I get my tape?
Looks like the mall near us.
Not bookmarks the spot.
Aw.
Scratch, I said Andrea should disrupt Brigton, but I didn't mean literally. I have to get her to take it down.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, no one's gonna sacrifice that convenience.
Andrea, I really need to talk to you. It's about the app. It turns out there's a problem.
And you're right, there is a problem. I'm late for my interview with Joni Pataki. She's calling me Brighton's brightest young mind.
Any relation to Helga?
But thanks again for getting me into coding, Molly. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Molly McGee.
You did.
Just rub it in.
Hey, love you, bye.
Well, Molly, you tried. That's what's important. I guess we're just stuck with this wonderful app forever.
Scratch. This
You did your
time,
best,
give up on the
and you
McGee.
feel miserable.
We were down.
Lesson here is
never try.
We have to save these shops.
Yeah, good luck.
Order up, local shopkeepers. Introducing Brigton. Yes.
I still think you need to focus test that name, Molly.
Why doesn't she just get Andrea to have Davenport deliver for the stores, and then they just charge a fee? Problem solved.
Most of the delivery apps do charge a fee, and it tends to be a problem. But then again, that's because they charge way too much for that fee.
Right, but even then, at least you're getting it straight from those stores. It's not just a warehouse that buys out other products that are similar.
I must have mixed up people's orders. You sure you don't use the doggy shampoo root beer?
Don't worry, I'll just get it from there.
Friggin' DoorDash.
I just noticed the wagon is called Television Grounder.
So Davenport's is Walmart now?
Davenport's On Demand is about to drive every other store in Brighton out of business.
We can't take down this app. It's too good for business.
Our business, sure, but what about everyone else's?
Their business is their business, button. Big fish always eat the little fish. It's nature's way. Speaking of nature, Davenport's camping gear, 2% off. Opportunity fees once.
Typical rich people.
Business? Molly, you're my best friend. How could you not tell me about this?
Well, and you.
Oh, this isn't what
She
I
did
wanted.
actually try.
And I have to take down the app. Oh, but my laptop's in my dad's office and he'll never let me shut it down.
Leave your dad to us. I mean me. No us. Just me, Molly McGee.
Smooth.
Meh.
Mr. Davenport. I am a concerned citizen who you have definitely...
Oh, is that her persona?
I just saw a rogue Davin dropper. Getting away
Polly,
from
was it?
That Davin droppers around here somewhere. Probably making an art project from scratch. Or maybe listening to their favorite sound effect, the record scratch.
Why must we always destroy the things I love? Freestyle! I'll get you freestyle!
Is this that mannequin movie I heard so much about?
Well, if you watch that movie, you'll die.
Quincy, for who or better?
He's from the Ministry of Silly Walks.
For free, huh? You will never work in retail again.
And done.
Yeah.
Andrea, what's wrong with the app?
Looks like someone hijacked the compiler to inject a cross-site script attack. I don't really know, Daddy. I'm just a beginner.
Well, that was easy.
That happened a little too quickly.
Sweet.
They couldn't just hire another coder to fix it.
Cupcakes are sweeter.
Hey, thanks for taking down the app. I know you worked really hard on it.
From now on, I'll make sure to use my coding powers only for good.
Hey, can you ask her to make an app that tells you when Pam's got fresh croissants? Just work it into the conversation organic.
The Ghost and Molly McGee.
Oh, what do we got here? Bismarck.
Brighton looks like a promising location for our next megastore.
Oof.
New bad guy? So now we got the real Walmart coming this way. Or should I say Amazon? Since
I mean, they're kind of the one and the same at this point.
yeah, but let's face it, Amazon is the way bigger threat now than Walmart is. Great, now we have another issue to worry about here. Like I said, the app's a good idea. It's just, like they said, they're basically stealing business from all the other businesses. And it's like, why? Why can't you just advertise to the other businesses that you'll deliver for them? That way you make money and so do they. Win-win.
Depends on who's running the business, who's running the winning business. Are they sympathetic to the plight of their competitors, or are they cutthroat?
Well, clearly, Andrea's parents are cutthroat. They don't give a shit. It's only for their business. But it's like Molly said, it's their friends, their neighbors, it's their literal customers. And if their customers go out of business, they have no money to spend at their place, which affects them too. It's a whole big, cycle.
That's the economy. The danger of monopolies.
Yeah, so... Again, they're still hurting themselves here.
As much as it is convenient to have these places that deliver and stuff, you really kind of need and kind of want the brick and mortar stores around.
Yeah, I mean, I won't lie. There are certain stores that I'd rather just walk into. Like, for instance, I hate buying clothes online. I hate buying shoes online because it's like you have to take forever to select what you think will fit you and then wait for it to come, and then you spend 2 seconds trying it on only to realize it doesn't fit, and then you got to go somewhere to return it, and then you start the cycle over again. Whereas if you go into a store, it's like, oh, let me try this on. Doesn't fit. Cool. Next one. Okay, it fits. Simple. That's why I say those stores are still necessary. Even like stores like, Hot Topic, for instance. They have that whole motif about them. They have like these special niche products that really you can only find in stores. I mean, yeah, they sell them online too, but nothing beats the thrill of going into a store and seeing something you never thought you'd see before and like getting that find. So yeah, I do agree that people really should still go into stores. I know a lot of things have changed since the pandemic happened, and a lot of people are now more used to just delivering for the sake of convenience, but yeah, some places I think still need to be in business because you can't just digitally order everything. It's not good for the economy.
And there are just places that are going to have items and things that like Amazon or the big box stores just don't carry. Maybe you get like a cheaper version of it somewhere or whatever, but you never know. It feels so removed when I'm looking at it online. It almost doesn't feel real.
Yeah, and I mean, I won't say that for like all sites. I mean, Etsy's big, and they make very personalized items.
Yeah, I mean, that's a different story altogether. That's crafts and things that, you're supporting artists, and absolutely do. Your regular merchandise that's available at most places, like, yeah, I still want to go into the store, and a lot of times I'd rather get it quicker than either waiting for it to be delivered over time or having to shell out even more money to get it quicker.
Right. Like, even when buying groceries online was the big thing, when everyone was quarantined, I still would rather just go to the store, because even if I have the list in my head of what I need, it's like, I'm always going to forget something, and if I go through the store, it's like, oh yeah, I need that. Or, oh look, they have this new thing, let me try it. Again, it adds to the overall experience.
And of course, there's the people who are very picky about their produce and things like that. It's
well, like you have to feel it. Like, you can't just rely on someone to just grab something because
Yeah.
chances are this is going to grab the first thing they see. They're not
Yeah.
going to check to make sure that it actually is good. Like produce, vegetables, like definitely for certain.
I will not shop at Walmart, and it goes back to, you know, my dad worked for a major paper here in New Jersey, and he would always be complaining about how Walmart, as most people know, Walmart would move into a city and just basically wipe out all the other businesses and everything. You also had Target, which is doing basically the same thing, but there was one key difference. While Walmart was basically wiping out all these businesses that advertised with the paper and not advertising themselves, at least Target was still advertising with the paper. Right. So it was still helping the newspaper, and I will still shop at Target.
And at least Target, when you compare it to other places, is still a little more expensive, so you only really go there like for the convenience sake of having everything in one spot. It's basically a fancier Walmart when you think about it.
And frankly, with Walmart, it's like you hear all of the worst stories coming out of Walmart.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
Yeah.
I worked across from 2 Walmart at 2 separate points. I talked to people that work there, and like it is just an awful environment, and they pay their employees like shit.
I don't hear a lot of horror stories about Target. I mean, I've heard some things that have made me not very happy, but on the whole, I feel like much less crazy there, much less evil.
It's kind of in the same vein as Walmart.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
be
it's
honest.
the lesser of two evils.
I don't know. It's like they're still one of those companies that will make people work on Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and all that. So I still can't fully forgive it for that. Like I said, I appreciate other things that Target does, and I appreciate that they don't price other places out of business, but they're still kind of the same vein of evil. So yeah, I could see the whole issue with that. It's like I feel bad because Andrea really is trying here. She found something she's actually legitimately good at, and like coding isn't easy. I know they teach it a lot in schools nowadays because, you know, it's kind of essential, especially if you're web building and everything. But for her to like really be good in that, like that's a good like career right there. But the fact that her thing got abused by her parents and almost put the entire town like down the crap hole, yeah, that just sucks. And it's like I actually do feel bad for her. I'm glad she was able to fix it though once Molly actually told her the problem and didn't try to, you know, fix it herself in the most asinine way possible.
She's also lucky that Andrea was actually sympathetic to the plight of the Brigton business people, instead of, you know, just looking out for her own interests.
It's like, yeah, she's a rich person, but she goes to like a regular school and she has friends that are, you know, middle class and everything. So she understands to a degree not everyone is as lucky as her. So at least she has that sympathy in place. But yeah, quick change of subject. I just wanted to address the whole thing with Molly and Ollie real quick because I've seen so many people talk about how they're the perfect couple, and I saw like discussions in regards to this episode. They're like, why can't they just be together? And I can't get behind this couple. It's like, yes, their interactions are sweet, and it's like puppy love and whatever, but it's like...
It's just too obvious.
It's too obvious, it's too boring. Ollie really doesn't have a personality of his own. And again, you have that glaring issue that he's a ghost hunter. And yeah, on the one hand, I feel bad for Molly because Scratch is trying to sabotage the first relationship she's probably ever had. But at the same time, this is someone who actively hates her best friend. It's like if somebody you knew, a friend, was like dating a neo-Nazi and you yourself were Jewish or black or something like that. It's like, you can't really reconcile that. Yeah, your friend will say like, oh, but he's such a good guy and he does this for the environment and I'm sure I can change his mind. It's like, he still has that primary hatred though. Like, you cannot bring someone else around them and expect them to feel safe. I know this is a very difficult situation for her and stuff, but I can't reconcile it. I mean, on the one hand, the one salvation Ollie has to him is that he didn't immediately rat Molly out to his family. Because that's what I expected him to do. Once he realized that, you know, she was actively talking to a ghost, I expected him to catch him right then and there to declare that they're enemies or something. But he didn't. And that's because obviously he has feelings for her. So the question is, where do they go from here? Is he gonna try to date her in secret? Is he gonna spy on her? Is he gonna try to get her to reveal it or something organically? There's a lot of possibilities, a lot of which I don't really like, because a lot of it involves sabotage and lying and stuff, but I feel like he's definitely gonna be more involved now, trying to, like, figure out how it is that she can talk to a ghost. Like I said, I just hope he doesn't date her for the sake of getting close to Scratch and, like, finding out about him and the ghost world and everything, because that would be really fucked up. And then, of course, we have the big threat we saw at the end, that guy with the giant piranhas in the background. Like, gee, I wonder if he's a bad guy.
Wants to set up a mega mart in Brighton.
It's kind of funny when you think about it, because that means that he's probably going to buy out the Brightons as well, which means they're going to be in the same boat as everybody else. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. So, what's the next episode?
Next time, A Doll to Die For and the afterlife of the party.
Ooh, another party. I approve.
Party. I want to have a party. Party. I'm gonna get this party started.
Yeah, so join us next time when we party hard. So until then, I'm Kat MacBerrie.
I'm Doug MacBerrie.
And I want to know where Darryl gets all of his stuff from. Like, seriously, who are his connections? The world needs to know. And I need to get a hold of them. There's some stuff I really want.